Yesterday, briefly, you touched on GLC. He came up with Kanye in Chicago. He did an interview on the Chicago Morning Takeover. He spoke a lot about how he thinks Kanye has changed over the years. He thinks that when his mom passed away, he said Kanye's mind is like a sponge. It's easy for people to influence him. And he essentially said that he thinks Kanye feels successful when he's respected by the Caucasian masses, I believe is the word that he used. What do you guys think about that?
This was a very interesting assessment of Kanye, and to be honest, I think everybody outside of Kanye's mind probably would get this assessment if you're that close to him. My whole thing is this. I believe that we've seen what we believe is almost a blueprint of Kanye, and we say that's Kanye. And over the years, as he's grown, he's went through stuff. Of course, his mom passing. When we see him do different things or take different focuses that's not in line with our trajectory, we get very critical of him.
That's not true.
Well, he also said things
so?
like he used to laugh, they used to joke and laugh about Cisco with the blonde hair, etc. And now Kanye has it. To your point, people do grow and change, but I don't know. What do you think?
So basically, y'all saying Kanye's in the sunken place.
I'm saying that, well, Charlemagne said that on my podcast, and I wasn't about to disagree with him. I'm saying, damn, you just made me forget what I was saying.
How can we judge?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think that Kanye has become a lot of the things that he condemned earlier in his career. So if you call that changing because of success, I mean, I don't know. And again, this conversation is not music-based. This conversation is Kanye outside of music. Mm-hmm. Musically, he's still a genius. He's still one of the greatest. He's still one of the best. But outside of music, man, I can't even really talk too much about this.
Right, so him meeting with Trump earlier this year, of course, really upset a lot of people. We still don't really have an
GLC, along with, and this is where you and I disagreed yesterday, GLC, along with Ryan Fest, along with some people that used to work really closely with Kanye, they've come out and they've said some disparaging words, and they all seem to be in line with one another. You say, let's look at how they exited Kanye's good graces because maybe that's why they're speaking out. But none of them have spoken out maliciously. They all have said, we love him. We care about him outside of the music. We do not care about none of that. We only want the betterment of him and his well-being. They're speaking to his health, physically and mentally.
Okay, I understand that, but
who gives a fuck if they work with him or not?
Okay, cool, but I'm looking at, so you're telling me you've came to this whole understanding of what's going on. Did you do anything when you were there? Because a lot of people have thought exactly like you.
He said he spoke to him. He said in Paris,
right?
And this is the part I've been trying to figure this out for years. He said he went to Paris, talked to Kanye. Why are you freaking out? Why are you screaming at the paparazzi when you married a woman whose career is based on being famous? And that is something I personally have never been able to understand. He said he did talk to him about it.
That is
well, you can hate the paparazzi and fall in love with a socialite.
I get it, but you can't marry Kim Kardashian.
It's just a little bit. You can't almost want or choose a particular lifestyle, and then what comes with it. I don't want this part
of it though, which is half of the lifestyle.
Well, now that you've enlightened me with the fact that they've tried to intervene, now I'll take it more seriously because I always look out for people being bitter. When someone's bitter,
it's a case of talking about someone who's more successful. We're always gonna assume they're being bitter. So let's take that out of the
please, because that don't help us get to a point. Like that, we can't prove or disprove someone's level of bitterness. So it's like a moot point anytime that's said. Okay, Ryan Fest don't want no publicity. Let me help you. GLC is not doing things for publicity.
Okay, but it could be other gripes that whatever gripes they have, it comes out like this. To say, hey, why ain't you with Kanye no more? Kanye's fucked up.
Okay.
Right? Like, what about what happened with y'all? Like, maybe that's not what it is. So, again, I'm being devil's advocate in a sense because I do agree with you in the sense that Kanye been all over the place, but we only hear from these people after they get ousted or after they're like, hey, listen, I'm far removed. Everybody close to him, they always say the same thing. He's great. He's fine.
He also said that
even though publicly
he has surrounded himself, this is one of the things, with a lot of yes men in the past few years. So people who will never tell him if he's going. He's addressed
that. He admitted that. He admitted that there's yes men in his camp. I don't believe he's or will ever admit that that's the reason why he's doing everything he's doing, even outside of music.
It's none of our business. It's none of our business. I always feel a little awkward up here because if we're talking about musicians, then I would like to talk about music because I'm about the music. If we're not talking about the music and we're talking about the musicians, I want everybody to be healthy. All the extra shit,
yeah.
I don't care. Like I don't care about Disney World. I don't care who he marries. I don't care his hair is blonde.
So let's talk about music for a second. Remember during that show a few months back, you know, he had some things to say about JayZ and Beyonce. We know he's been really close with them for a long time. So a lot of people are speculating on whatever JayZ project we may or may not get this year, Jay might address that on the record. Just throwing it out there.
85%. Mark me down, 85%. Jay will direct words
1 out of 100
to Kanye.
Are you hedging it?
Why 85?
Because it's not 100.
That sounds pretty sure.
No. Well, I mean, are you going on record saying he definitely will, in your opinion?
No, I'm not saying that. Those that truly know that they know nothing at all. I'm never going to put 100% on anything.
You're taking wages. That's almost.
But 85 is a lot. You act like I said 45.
When he would hold his chest,
okay.
usually.
Well, I agree.
I don't think he's going to diss Kanye. I don't think that. And Jay is the sub king, or used to be. I don't know if he's going to send a sub. I think he is going to direct words toward Kanye, pardon me, even if it's from a place of love. And I'm guessing, I don't know what's going on, but Kanye has been very vocal about Jay. I was surprised that we didn't get a response to Big Brother, pardon me, years ago. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think enough has accumulated, especially with this recent rant that he went on, and I don't care, you told me yesterday, oh, there was pictures of Kanye went to Hove's house and then they had tea. I don't give a fuck about none of that. When an album comes, and I 100% believe that an album is coming out, I'll put 100 on that. I believe a Hove album is coming. Okay. And when it comes, 100%, 85% directing words toward Kanye. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
And Kanye might be featured.
Okay, well, that's my
Kanye
thing.
might be featured.
So that's what
he's still directing words.
I think it's both. It's twofold. Yes, he's gonna address that situation because he addresses everything in his life.
Yeah, but he's happy now. This is a different Jay. This is different. Just older, mature.
He's been happy. Academics not feeling it.
No. You went to different happy when you got twins.
You just wanted the baby.
It's different happy when you got twins coming.
No, baby talk you didn't want.
Well, I mean, me personally, in terms of content, again, I like content that matches up with stuff I'm going through. I'm not a father. So when I hear raps about you being a father, you lose me a little bit. But that's just only me. You could really relate to that.
You're easily lost.
All right, so wait a minute. I'm always curious about artist relationship, like when you're talking about someone you've been close with and you have a dispute on record. So if he's gonna address Kanye on the record and have him featured on the album, does that mean they have a conversation, he plays him the song in advance and is like, let's still collab? How does that actually work?
Let me tell you something. And
wait, first of all, Big Brother was weird. The record Big Brother was it was weird. Like, even hearing what Kanye said, and he's saying, hey, it's my big brother, man, he loves me, but this is how he treated me. And I'm like, that's your big brother?
That was probably the beginning of this new passive-aggressive wave that has raised a lot of you young men.
No, but that's my exact point with saying, I believe Jay is gonna address it and also feature him. And again, there's nothing malicious on it. I just think Kanye, how he views their relationship and probably also how he holds Hove to a pedestal, like he won't take it as anything, as he should.
Let me interrupt you so I could backpedal a little bit.
Are you backpedaling?
I said a little bit.
65?
No, I'm keeping my 85. But if I'm totally wrong, I think it's just because Hove don't give a fuck.
Could also see that.
I can see that happening too.
An album worth of stuff, he got shit to.
But if he's giving
known
us
Kanye for so long, I'm sure they've been through things in the past. Like, he could just be like, we'll have the conversation, I don't need to address this on a song.
I think we're old Hove, not old because I don't have entitlement issues, but I would love to hear Hove address the shit. Talk about why you ain't want to sign that nigga.
He's gonna
now?
Here's the thing. I think he'll address the relationship, not specifically some of the shit that Kanye said.
If it's no music, I don't care.
Kanye said some stuff, and I don't think that will be addressing the music. Kanye said, Jay didn't want me to work with Drake. Jay was trying to block certain shit, and of course that might be business oriented, right? Or it has to do with like title or whatever. But I don't think he's getting too much deep into that. I think he's gonna show that, yo, I have love for you, but I may be concerned about you. And I might give you some words to give my overall perspective on the path you're going, but not necessarily address some of the stuff. Kanye revealed a whole bunch of shit, he opened up Pandora's box on this tour when he was ranting. A lot of people think, he was kind of off one. I think he was telling the truth. So I don't believe a lot of the people he spoke about will address those points directly, because I do not think he's lying.
Drunk Kanye is a great Kanye.
I don't think he was drunk.
I
You think he was drunk?
I don't know if he was drunk or not. I'm only getting that from when Amber said that they did the red carpet and guzzled the fifth of Henny the whole time before.
The best version of Ye was Henny.
Yeah,
Henny.
that's legendary. There.
That's why I drink.
Thank you
so
for
much.
that, Ye.
And some of the rants seem a little drunkish. Some of them.
But
You don't go in an LA club, tell the DJ to cut the music off, and talk for 2 hours without being drunk off something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know Kanye personally, obviously.
Kanye is the person that if you have something on your mind,
Yeah.
Well,
you have to.
But if he's saying
Kanye
that
might
night,
be the one.
yeah,
Hey, cut this off. I have to get this off my chest.
Yeah, I can
He
see
might
him
be.
doing that
He might be the one.
sober.
I take
Sure.
that back. I take it back.